Fire up the chat, turn it up loud. Come for the wrestling, stay for the chaos. Hot takes flying, yeah, you already know this. From the ring to the real, we talking that truth. Laughs get loud when the crew cut loose. It's a cookout, where the takes stay hot and the game stay wild. The cookout, wrestling talk with that family style. The cookout, 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 cookout. Come for the wrestling, stay for the chaos. Workhorse Wrestling Network, let's go. With A.L.W, Sammy and Anika. Hot topics cooking, no chaser, no filter. Fire games popping, debates get reckless. If you ready for the madness, then pull up a seat. Workhorse Wrestling Network, this is the Cookout.
Hello, hello, hello. Wow, what an opening song that was. Welcome to the Cookout Podcast, where we talk about what's cooking up in the world of professional wrestling.
So we are here as always on Tuesday night for the Cookout. It is, let's welcome everybody to a happy new year. It is 2026. We're going to do our 2025 Horsie Awards tonight. Our fearless producer, Miss Dolores, is in the background. She's going to be, I guess, telling us who won since we did. Sorry, let me rephrase that. All of us but Anika got it together to fill out our forms.
Yes.
All of us but Anika was working this whole week, so let's not do this. I
had things to do. I was working and I was busy and I had appointments.
Were you working because you wanted to work or because you were forced to work? There's a difference. You was a workaholic. Don't do that.
I didn't want to work. I've been sick, Anika. I've been in the bed working. Listen, I'm gonna have to mute throughout this because I'm still barking like a dog, and yet you still didn't fill it out. Okay, Anika.
Listen, I didn't know there was a deadline. You're like, oh, the deadline. I was like, okay.
So, needless to say,
you could have filled it out on the toilet. It was easy.
All Anika could do is watch and complain about.
But
listen, and shout out to my the person missing, but I hope she comes in. CM filled it out. J News filled it out, and I filled it out. Sammy A.L.W.
Why everybody leaving?
Because A.L.W. got my when you cut the thing off, my thing comes off. Because I'm the voice of God. When y'all cut y'all camera off, then y'all disappear.
Okay.
I've got to take it off the virtual background. It's fucking with me. So you have to let me know before you get up because they can see you in the background. Okay. Well, hurry up. Look at them.
Oh, it's all nice and it is all nice and pretty up there. We're professional and whatnot. But how was y'all's holiday?
Fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the bronze and silver edition of the Cookout. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be shocked. There are a lot of ties. And in one category, we're going to probably one or two categories skip because they decided to tie all the people in the category.
Oh, wait. I be a tiebreaker. Let me be the tiebreaker.
You can be the tiebreaker on some of them? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the back of the back of the back of the back. And we're going to start off the Horsie Awards with the bronze edition, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that bronze Horsie.
Yeah, got to put the sides on the plate before you get to the mains.
Yes. The best male singles wrestler of the year. There was a tie for bronze with Gunther and Jon Moxley. Anika, if you had a choice between these two people, who would you choose?
Oh, so crazy enough, these two are in the same boat because wrestling is point blank period. They're top 10, the best, right? But last year, because of storylines, it kind of hindered their ranking, right? So you have Gunther over here, and I'm trying to think 2025. He was champion for a minute, but then he lost it to Jay. Then he won it back, but that's crazy because I don't even remember when he won it back. And then he lost it to CM Punk, and then it's like after that he was gone for a long time because of nose injury. Yeah, Moxley, great, but the Death Rider storyline needed a lot of work. And again, no fault to him. Listen, John. I knew the pamphlet. I knew what he was going for. I knew the destination. Just more so the opponents wasn't in line. But okay, yeah, because Gunther was out for a nice chunk of change, I'm gonna give it to John Moxley.
Sweet. That's what I would have voted.
So,
Because yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, they have chosen John Moxley as the male singles wrestler of the year. You know, I kind of like Gunther. And for those people who don't watch WWE and say, Gunther, why is he beating these people? Because I watched Randy Orton beat a lot of people and they call him the legend killer. Now,
uh,
Gunther is retiring people. It's the same thing. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go on to the next person, which is Best Female Singles Wrestler of the Year, which is the bronze. We're talking about bronze. It was Saya Sammy, help me.
Kamitani.
Yes, see, I got it after what Sammy was about to get it. But yes, she has done great. Sammy, can you
Oh.
tell people about Saya?
Okay, so she retired Tam Nakano this year. She was a double champion for quite a few months, and she is still the strong women's champion. I think is the title she still holds. She holds one of the two titles she was holding. I'm spacing on which one it was. I think she because she lost one to Siri just like recently. Oh man, no, I'm spacing on which one it was she kept and which one she lost, but she might have lost the strong and still has the other title. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Flame me in the comments if you want. But excellent wrestler. She's up for match of the year for me for women. Like she is killing it. Absolutely.
Yes, she is. She's been having a good year. And if you haven't caught her, catch Stardom. I think she'll be in the States soon. So make sure you check her out. Okay? So we're on to the next part of the show for the bronze. It is for the best male men's tag team of the year. Anika, we need your help. It is between FTR and Brodito.
For the
FTR.
bronze and the silver?
Now this is just for bronze. We're just doing bronze
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah, FTR. I'm not even sure why it's different for Ron. It's even higher, but okay.
You'll see later on, okay?
We'll see.
Okay. All right.
Cause
Sure. Okay. We'll see.
okay. So this is what it is. When you see this graphic right here, ladies and gentlemen, it's because this is what they did. They had three options. They just chose these two. So it was 50-50. They had three options to do second and third. So this is second and third mixed together because so now we have, since Anika has chose, FTR will be silver, Brodito will be third bronze. Okay.
Who won?
Rock
Okay. You
on.
know what?
Listen, you give them three choices. They won't choose three. They will choose two. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're on to the next one, which is best women's tag team of the year. Anika, we need your help again. Again, toss up. They had three choices. They only chose two. Charlotte and Alexa Bliss,
Is this silver and bronze or just bronze?
silver and bronze, because you all had a number one. You needed it between these to make
So
two and
Anika's
three.
going to decide who's silver and who's bronze right now.
Yeah, Anika's gonna figure that out for us.
again, this is I want to know who's number one because more so, both of these had a great time. Like it, again, what Dolores said. If you haven't watched WWE in a minute, women's tag team division has been heating up, and it's because of these two great tag teams. So, one moment here. You have the Complete Warriors who had a phenomenal storyline with Io and Rhea. WWE botched it up, but whatever. I still enjoyed it. Then we have Alexa versus Charlotte. The we're not friends, and we eventually become friends, which was it was entertaining as well. So, um, this is hard. This is harder than the men's tag teams. I'm trying to think here. I'm Oh, dang it. Okay. Come on, do I go with who was the better team or the better matches? Um, dang it. Okay. I'm I'm gonna go with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. As a team, they were more of a tag team, and I don't even want them to break up just yet. With so yeah, winner is Charlotte and Alexa Bliss.
Okay, so Charlotte and Alexa will be our silver, and Kabuki Warriors will be our bronze. Sorry, Kabuki Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the best singles match. Anika, again, we need your help because the
Dang!
boys couldn't choose, and I chose, and then somebody chose with me. We had Adam Page versus Mox at All In, and we had Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher at Full Gear. Which one do you choose between the two of them?
Moxley and Adam Page. No offense. Fletcher and Brinko was cool, but Hangman and versus Moxley, it did what it needed to do. It was basically in the reign of the Death Riders, and they did it phenomenally. Just the whole front trick tap out, and it's like and it's like yeah, they win.
A travesty. Briscoe versus Fletcher should be the best singles match of the year, let alone now it's bronze. This is a
It was
travesty. Come on
But
now.
it's top three out of four divisions, out of four companies. That's not a travesty. And that was it. They don't wrestle like five times.
Mark Briscoe finally getting over, first time in his singles career, beating the unbeatable Protostar, the longest reigning TNT champion. Come on now.
We voted it top
Oh,
three. That's pretty good.
and like you're
Heck
sipping the
yeah.
Kool Aid, you're calling him Proto Star Wise man. That's what we're doing right now. That's what we're
Yeah,
doing. We're
I
calling
love
him the
it.
Proto
A lot of
Star.
my picks weren't even on the board.
Wait,
Ladies
speaking of
and gentlemen, we're gonna go on to overall male wrestler of the year. We chose them based on skill, performance, and impact because last year some people didn't know what they were looking for. Okay, so Will Osprey and Kyle Fletcher. Which one would you choose, Anika?
This is
Yeah.
tough.
Um, it does suck that Osprey has been hurt for a minute, a very
Mhm.
nice chunk of time. So that does hinder him. So it's more so what he's done in this year hasn't been big enough to override Kyle Fletcher. I'm not calling you the Pony Star. Shut up. Even though we have beef about saying my full name,
say
Kyle
his full
Fletcher
name,
has
Anika.
look here, K. Look here, KL. Right now, I no, I would not deny this has been his year. This has definitely has been his year, and because of the Continental Classic, I'm gonna have to give the Kyle Fletcher. He like so real quick. We've been gone for 2 weeks, and so we haven't reviewed World's End. But and spoiler alert, John Moxley won the Continental Classic, and I like how they built up to it. But man, I was kind of in the boat of I thought it was going to be either Takeshita or Fletcher. That's how good Fletcher's year has been. Where I'm like, oh, I thought he deserved to win the whole tournament. So I'm gonna give it to Fletcher.
Ladies, ladies and gentlemen, she chose Kyle Fletcher as her silver, and Will Ospreay, he just hit the back of the pack. Okay, so let's give it
I
up.
would like to state, if Osprey never got injured, he might be the gold right now.
So a whole lot of stuff probably got mixed around because of Osprey. More so, I think probably Hangman probably would still be champ right now. Honestly,
Well, I miss Osprey, but we are gonna move on because overall female wrestler of the year based on skill, performance, and impact was Saya Kamatani, uh, coming in bronze. I mean,
Yeah.
cool.
Well deserved.
Sammy talked about it earlier, so
yes. Ladies and gentlemen, on to we're on to the silver. It's time for the second places of things. Best male singles wrestler of the year was Swerve Strickland. I swear when I drive, ladies and gentlemen. How do y'all feel about
interesting.
this pick?
Very
I mean,
interesting.
he wasn't in my top 3 at all, but that's fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. The only problem that I have with it is just that he was out for a chunk of time too. Not as long as Will Ospreay, obviously, but he was out for a chunk of time. And he's had accomplishment-wise, he's had better years, right? As far as
Yeah.
holding gold and winning stuff, right? He's had better years. So, yeah, but again, I mean, Swerve is always, Swerve is top 5 AEW men's wrestlers, at the moment. So I don't have a real problem with this. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. I voted him number one. Full, full stop. I voted
Why?
him my number one.
What?
I love
really,
Swerve. I've been so hyped on him this year. I am not even playing around. Even with him missing a
Okay.
couple months, I was like, he's my dude. He's my
All
dude.
right. So let's talk about it. Because I'm trying to think of 2025 Swerve. It was him versus Ricochet, and that was cool. What else?
He did the tag match over the summer, and that was pretty hyped. Where he was with Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't feel like he's done anything that I was like, I don't enjoy this. This wasn't very good. Like everything he was a part of, like I was in it. Like
Well, so tell me, what was he a part of besides the whole Osprey thing, and then Ricochet?
you want me to pull up his cage match and
What you voted for him? You don't know what the thought process.
I mean I went through the matches while I was making my list and I was like, I can't think of anything to fault this man on. But I don't
All
have the
right.
memory to pull it all up for you.
Number 2 is a little high for me. Number 1 is very high for me for 2025. But again, I mean,
Now
that's
you
why
all
we
had,
all have our own
mind
picks.
you, next week we'll find out who all the golds were. But you all had
Right.
picked a gold. Then
Yeah.
Swerve was the overall second pick. The third pick was a tie. That's why it was Gunther and John Moxley. Because y'all were pretty sure about what you wanted for first. And then when we did the poll for second, but third, he was a little shaky.
The third is a
Um,
little tricky.
Okay.
while Sammy is looking this up, we're gonna go on to the next one.
All right.
And it is Best Female Singles Wrestler of the Year. It was
Over.
Tony
Okay.
Storm.
Well, I don't know how you can argue with that. I mean, she's got to be
Hmm.
1 or 2, right? I mean, she's won the title twice during the year. She held it for a long time. She was the face of AEW's women's division for 2025. She's had by far the best female promo of 2025, more than one. And yeah, I mean, she could easily be the gold. I mean, I'm sure I know who is the gold, and she deserves it as well. But she could easily be the gold. So silver's fine with me on Tony Storm. She was my point. So.
I was gonna say no. Totally agree with you on everything. I'm still okay, not over it, but like how she lost the belt is still debatable of if that's how it's supposed to happen, making the 4 way and Statlander. I'm cool with Statlander winning it. It's more so the 4 way. It is just like out of nowhere. It's like okay, but you can't beat the fairy tale ending. The Hollywood ending, you cannot beat that. That is still arguably should have been the last match of that review. So definitely more at ease with this decision.
Yeah. So I pulled up the cage match. To start off the beginning of the year, he did a mixed tag match with Willow facing off against the Death Riders, John Moxley and Marina Shafir. Then he went
Yeah, I
on
remember
to
that.
Dynasty to face John Moxley. Following that, he faced off against Pac. He faced off against Blake Christian. He faced off against the Young Bucks. He was with Mike Bailey and Mark Briscoe. Then he tag teamed with the Ops to take on the Young Bucks and John Moxley.
I do
And
remember
I
that.
mean, that is just until like May. Like then you got the whole second half of the year too. Like and I just I went through all of his matches and I was like, that was good, that was good, that was good, and I couldn't think of anything bad about him. And so I was like, I got to put him number one. If I can't say anything bad about the entire year of this man,
I
Yeah, I just think he fell flat. I I picked John Moxley. Only, well, I picked Gunther. Then when we did the poll, I picked John Moxley. Uh, because Gunther has been out here smashing and grabbing everything he can pick his hands on, and then B, John Moxley, because even though I didn't like his storyline and I absolutely hated it towards the end, he was on my TV working like a Hebrew. Okay, this was out here working. And so you can't not give a man his props. The storyline sucked
yeah.
after a while. It was downhill. But he worked his behind off. And I felt like he deserved that little credit. Swerve also was like he was hot for a minute. We all was swerving while we drive to 2025. But then it kind of fell off, just like everything else. I think everything in wrestling has a peak and then it went down here after a while.
I think a big thing that carried him for me is the summer where like he started a feud with Osprey and then they became buddies and became a tag team and then had a bunch of great tag team matches over the summer. Like and Swerve and Osprey together, like those are two dudes that like I can watch any day on my TV and I'd be happy.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to best singles match of the year. It was Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd. Wrestle Kingdom 19. That was the option that they have chose for silver. I absolutely enjoyed this match so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It had, was it Tanahashi out there crying?
Yeah, I mean, this is what really, for me, put Gabe Kidd on the map, especially here in the United States, right? It was, I mean, you've seen him and you know him, but like you didn't know exactly what he was capable of, and he was able to actually show you here what he was capable of.
Oh, and on another note, RIP to Bullet Club. We knew you well, and like you kind of were rough there at the end, but we will miss you and remember all the fond memories.
Keep the
Um,
memories
the
alive.
Bullet Club went bad when David Finley took over. But now all of New Japan done went bad. I'm over there watching, fighting for my life. Ladies, fighting for my life. That's why I'm so glad. Shout out to Jay News. I'm so glad I see that man help me every Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, best tag team match of the year. It was FTR versus Brodito at Full Gear.
I'm good with that for silver. I thought this was an amazing match. These two had several good matches, and this one was the best of the bunch.
Who? I didn't see. So I'm at commentary. I mean, I didn't see it. So.
Well, you all said the best women's tag team match of the year was the Babes of Wrath versus Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa.
Interesting.
Huh.
Women's silver. How come
Yeah.
with that? I mean, that was the final of the
Okay.
women's of the women's tournament.
Now the crazy thing is the number one. We all had the same pretty much. I mean, I didn't have the same thing. This was just second for me. Again, like I said, most of
Was
you
it
were together, and I was on the outside of the club, so I was happy.
was it in the same tournament?
No.
Number one? Oh.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, then.
Number one.
Oh, I bet I know what it is. I bet I know what it was.
I will say my number one was a group match, not a normal tag versus tag.
Yeah.
But
We'll
there was
get there.
tag teams in it, and you all chose it, and that's why it's y'all number one.
This match though, I thought this match was great. I thought this tournament was very good, the women's tag team tournament, and the finals was excellent. I was very happy to see Willow and Harley get the win.
This is second only because it was the only other option. All of us except for one person, shout out to J News. All of us except for one person picked another company. Yeah. Well, technically, it's a group of people that will be gold. It will be the dealer, the creative, the man himself, the whole of that, like that whole thing. But it's ironic because the second choice is now working with the first company that is first. Okay, so
I would like to say kudos. They've done some great work. They've done a lot to introduce their stars to more markets. Like kudos to CMLL. Like for real.
CMLL is doing great. Also, shout out to AAA. Like they be having some good, funny, and good, great matches. Like
I mean,
take their neck straight off their head.
My favorite part about AAA is Dominic Mysterio. So I don't know.
No, they have. Well, I've been watching them before they became mainstream, but like Psycho Clown,
Mr. Iguana.
Yes. Listen, Layeska is my favorite character that gets involved but don't get involved somehow. I don't know. I just like everybody. They have everybody. Anything and everybody is on AAA, and that's why I love them. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on to the best pay-per-view or major event of the year, okay? And it was a tie. Full Gear versus Willow winning the TBS championship. Anika, we need you to break it. Who will be third and who will be second?
Listen. Willow's my girl. I am very happy that she won. But this is straight up Full Gear. I'm not even. Come on now. Now, hold on, wait a minute, time out. So how is Willow winning the TBS? That happened last week. So what was that line for this thing?
You have had a week to fill this out.
No.
You have had a week to fill this out. Closing time was yesterday, Monday night, and you did not fill it out.
You know what? It's
a
cool.
Whole week.
Cool. It's Full Gear.
It's
Full Gear. I've been working 5 days a week. Full Gear. It's Full Gear.
I know you take at least about a 30-minute poo one time in a week. You
could poo and work. What's wrong with y'all? That's a mental issue. You try to poo and work.
You've been at home to take a poo, and you could have filled this out while you took that poo.
Ain't nobody trying to poo and work.
Listen,
it's Full Gear.
That sounds like you like to work a lot, because ain't nobody gonna do
that. Like you know what's about poo
poo
Who
and fill
again?
this out. I said
That's
poo
me
and fill this
right
out.
now. Do a freaking survey while I'm on
Drop a
toilet.
deuce.
What's wrong with you?
You can drop a deuce and watch a podcast. I know you can drop a deuce and fill out this thing.
Just full gear. Ain't nobody playing with y'all.
It's full
Uh-huh.
gear.
Full gear is silver, willow. Deservedly is last in bronze.
Hey, see, anybody say all that? Anybody say all that?
Oh, overall wrestler of the year based on performance and impact and skills. Anika, we need your tiebreaker.
To
Swerve,
catch the,
no skate to catch the
Thank
piece.
you.
to,
Come
to
on.
catch the. I'm again not sure. It was four. It was five of y'all. It's to catch them. It's
I thought that too, but didn't nobody want to agree with me.
I agree with that as well. To catch it for sure.
He been in New Japan and everywhere else. Okay, so we're on to the overall female of the year. Yes,
Yeah.
Silver is Tony Storm.
You were number two for best women's wrestler too, right? So best overall female number two. Yeah, fine with that. I mean, I
Yeah.
think we all know who number one will be.
Second, yeah, she got silver for singles and singles for women overall.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
So,
a good pick.
ladies and gentlemen, that concludes. That's the Hollywood ending of our bronze and silver edition. Okay, next week we got the gold. Listen, come back. You're gonna have to come back to see the gold. But we're supposed to have clown of the week. I'm gonna make sure we have clown of the week.
Let's do
Okay.
it. Let's do it.
Okay.
This goes by a lot faster when we're not doing a live debate over every choice.
No doubt. But
Hallelujah.
I will say next week, if some of the people that I think are gold or not gold or should be gold, there will be some debates. I do that. There'll be some soapboxing.
Listen, you already argued in the chat. When I saw some of your answers, I was like, well, he's gonna argue then. He gonna argue. I already know he gonna argue.
it's going to be exciting, that's for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, because Anika wasn't here when we first showed this, uh, she wasn't because I didn't show nobody. We will have clown of the week. See Anika and Sam
oh
one side,
gosh.
CM and A.L.W.
Wait, hold up. I was. Oh Lord, y'all is crazy.
Kids on one side, the adults on the other. Okay. Listen, can't
That's
nobody say.
hilarious.
At least they made me skinny. I'll take it.
Listen, I want to give clown of the week to Triple H.
Ter-
He got many reasons
yeah.
to be clown of the week. Also, I can't figure out why Bianca is now or has been or is back. I don't know what it is off the roster list.
What?
It was taken off. I think for a minute somebody noticed and then it was back. Um,
Okay.
I cannot wait. I can't say the bright side of this is I cannot wait for Unreal on the 20th. As I said in the chat, our truth will be talking about how he got fired.
Mm.
Road Dogg then begins to cry. Uh, we have Naomi essentially hinting that there were multiple reasons, not just some that were talked about, that why they walked out of the door and hinting that she will be talking about it, finding out that she's pregnant. But Triple H, you stop putting people together. Stop putting people together that shouldn't be together to wrestle. I'm gonna safely allege that Nikki Bella had no reason being in the ring with Stephanie Vecchia.
Ter- ter-
For her to get quote unquote accidentally not injured by that woman. Okay. That move looked wrong, it seemed wrong, and it was. And then you did not write her off as her giving the belt back, but her giving this impassioned speech that she's never gonna give up, and then get stomped out immediately after by Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay, so with that, I have hope because you said, like you said, She didn't relinquish the title. So in my mind,
She need to let it go.
no. If it was a hard, she's hurt, we can't do anything about it, they would have told her to drop the title. But she didn't. She got her behind whoop, right? So in my mind, okay, if they just got her behind whoop, then there's a chance that it's only maybe a fracture, maybe a month, she'll come back and she good. So I'm hoping, so like I said, if it wasn't that, she would have they would let her drop the title. But because you only got her behind whoop, it's still some hope. But yeah, I know y'all are not watching WWE.
WWE as a whole is like, Lord have mercy.
Like
Also,
Um,
another clown for me is Tiffany Stratton. Girl, we know who that man is at this point. Let it go.
I
who?
have another clown of the week. Uh, Sorry to say, but it goes to Stranger Things. Like, y'all wanted to be tied together with that episode of Raw? Like that episode of Raw? That's the Stranger Things episode of Raw? Like,
Ah, so
And
I was
yes, I concur with that. I second hand that emotion because I also want to know why did it take all of that for Becky Lynch to beat that girl like that? If Maxine, it didn't take that long. I could have just sat on her and it would have been over for the 3. Come on now, we didn't have to do all that.
listen,
We all
like
know Maxine just got married and she about to go on her honeymoon. Why we just let her get attacked? How about that? Let her have to forfeit her belt. Let her do that.
like Triple H is kind of the week because you you really aren't thinking things through. It really feels like, hey, we're not at WrestleMania season yet. We're gonna just do a couple of things and throw them across the wall. Some really, what's the word? Predictable stuff. Sorry, spoilers. If you haven't seen Raw, just mute us and then unmute. The Kabuki Warriors losing to Io and Rhea. Boo. Uh, See a Punk beating Braun Breaker. Boo. It's just like this is like you hyped this up as the first Raw of the new year, and nothing really happened. And then to my knowledge, y'all were not selling tickets, so y'all hyped up that Chris Jericho was gonna be there, and he's not there. That I hate. Don't do that.
Listen,
That is some
listen,
really scummy stuff. That is
listen,
really scummy.
listen. I'm on slightly back for the other side of the team, okay? Just real quick.
What?
Remember when we were hinting
No,
about CM
no.
Punk and hinting about Chris Jericho and then when they were coming in AEW? That's cool now. But listen, we did not. They did not specifically say that man were coming. They didn't even
They
drop.
said
They didn't
will
drop
they
even with AJ
they
Lee
said
came.
well
They
they
dropped it.
said Dolores. They said will CM Punk break down the walls. Come
Listen,
on now, Dolores. Come on now,
listen,
Dolores. Break down the
listen,
walls.
listen. This is the same
Who
company.
the freak else that supposed to be?
Listen, first of all,
I mean,
I've heard WWE call it Walls of Jericho 99 times. The man ain't been there in I don't know how many years. Second of all, when what's his name? AJ Styles and what's his name?
Gunther?
No.
Dragon Lee?
When AJ Styles and Cena went back and forth doing each other moves, and then all of a sudden he did the it was like, oh my God, Edge is coming. So come on now. We
Are
got
you that's a move. We all knew the assignment of that match. The match was okay, I can't wrestle everybody. We're gonna do some moves. He was doing that with Cody Rhodes where he did with AJ Styles. So it wasn't like this was the first time he did the stuff. No, no,
and they
no,
all
no.
do it. They all
Anika,
hit and stuff
but
and stuff.
why are you excited to see Chris Jericho in WWE? That's what I want to know.
No. I'm not very, very clear. I'm not surprised. I'm not hyped. But they used that. So the report was it was low ticket sales. They had Adam Pearce do a social media post and said, like I said, will CM Punk break down the walls and beat Braun Breaker? And because he said that, Brooklyn bought 3,000 more tickets.
But
So
that
that is
sound like
3,000 more
a
emotional
fraud.
crackheads who wanted to see Chris Jericho.
I'm
As
not
a
you.
wrestling fan, I don't like that. Don't be teasing something that ain't there, and you know what you was doing.
Wait a minute. When has in the past few appearances have WWE not leaked that somebody is coming? That they leaked that somebody was coming. So if we didn't get the leak, if Fightful didn't tell me, hey Dolores, you know about 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock Central, something, Jericho gonna walk out after this interview, then I don't believe it's happening. We
Nah,
And I,
all know.
and I don't believe in bait and switch from the fans either. But if you heard and thought
Mm.
Chris Jericho was coming and then you bought a ticket, you deserve to not see. To me, fuck that. You trash.
Listen,
it
I
to
listen,
mean,
watch
to me,
this
it's
day
like
off be through.
asking if somebody can slap a tornado and then Matt Hardy doesn't show up. Like
listen.
that,
This is the craziest thing.
What?
When CM Punk
slap a tornado? Do you not know Matt
What?
Hardy's theme song?
I know it, but
I can slap a
No.
tornado, I can dry up the sea.
no.
Oh, you got to listen to Matt Hardy's theme song again. It was a bop.
No, it wasn't about. It wasn't about.
No, I liked it.
It wasn't about.
I'm not a clown, but I did see, and if this happens, this is just par for the course, right? Vince Russo was commenting on how he has heard from multiple reliable inside sources in WWE that a sale is extremely imminent to Saudi Arabia of the company. The Endeavor, TKO, whoever it is that actually owns it, is already ready to sell, and that Saudi Arabia is the future purchaser.
Well,
What do
I
y'all
would like
That
think
is
about that?
to say for everybody, I can personally say because I follow different sports and different things. Saudi Arabia is not the place it used to be when WWE first came. If you all do not even know, they had my girl Cardi B out there performing. Okay, they've had new things. They got women drivers. They got different things. There are certain things you absolutely can't do, and that's drink and curse and do affectionate things if you're not married in public. My girl Cardi B made it clear that she ain't doing none of them things. She like ain't no sales tax over here. I just want to make my money, have a good time.
I mean,
Uh,
they already bought Madden.
Listen, the only reason they're
That's
doing
crazy.
anything is to bring in the money. In no way, shape, or form do I believe that the hearts and minds of the Saudi people have changed in any way, shape, or form. It's only making concessions to
I
bring
think
in
they're
outside
open
money.
to certain things. They're like I tell people, religion and that's how you are raised. That is something that is important to you. So like even with Cardi, her thing came off, but they don't have no problem with you performing as a woman with not your head veil, whatever. You just can't have like your chest and butt and all of those things exposed. I don't know why a lady, I don't know her name, I did not want to remember it, but decided to take her, and I'm gonna use this word loosely, bang bang van around and taking it to Saudi Arabia and think that they weren't gonna lock her butt up. Now she about to be up under the jail.
Oh
Y'all,
Lord.
y'all need to stop doing stupid stuff like that. Going over and disrespecting other people's cultures. If you supposed to be married and even like they had an incident with Cardi's choreographer. He caught different planes, and when you catch these expensive planes, they give you a gift. Once he got into Saudi Arabia, found out the gift was liquor. You're not supposed to have that. So they put him into office. Had to have a good talking with him, and he had to sign some paperwork, which he wasn't supposed to scan his phone, but he scanned the paperwork to make sure he wasn't signing his life away. And it was like, I'm very apologetic. I didn't know it's, and when he took a picture of it, it's a little house, but inside of the doors of these little house is liquor bottles. And he did not know that. So that is something that they are very strict on because they said that's against their religion. I can't tell nobody what to do with their religion. Technically, I ain't supposed to be eating pork and stuff like that. But there are certain things of people's religion that just do not vibe against what we do here in the United States. But I know that they are trying to become a little bit more culturally aware. So like Cardi B out there singing and you hearing people out there rapping her songs. Now she's trying to avoid the curse words, but you can hear people in the audience cuss a couple of times. You understand that that's something that I could never imagine ever happening before. Or rappers going over there and rapping and different things like that. Because if you hear some of the stories from back in the day, oh no, they weren't playing that with none of that. They didn't want no rappers there. They didn't want none of. Dallas Austin got locked up and went to prison in Dubai because he accidentally had a little pocket rocket pill in his pocket. So they're becoming a little bit better. I don't understand the point of taking WrestleMania over there, but I do
Good.
see might take WrestleMania over there. If I'm charging thousands of dollars for a seat here for Joe Schmo to go from 3 states over to watch WrestleMania, I can only imagine how much the tickets are in Saudi Arabia. You got to be paying $1 million pop to sit near the, near the ringside to look at somebody wrestle. And you have to remember, they used to be behind us. So, like, that's why they wanted to see Kane and Undertaker and all the rest of them. They thought that was what they were seeing was real time. And now they know that their internet is faster, their life is busier, they got the tallest buildings in the world. They out here doing they trying to get like different attractions that are here in America and other places over there. They out here they balling hard. So I can see why it could be a sale, and also Triple H is getting to the point where he's got teenage daughters, almost adult. Like, do you really want to be dealing? Do you want your daughter to hang out with somebody like you? You got them around the rest of these WWE people. Do you want your daughter to hang around somebody like you? The next, it's like the next Austin Theory is dating your daughter. No, you don't want
I
that.
mean, you did it. No offense, but how are you going to counteract that when that was you and your wife's whole relationship?
See, but
Come on now,
you got to break the
come
curse.
on,
You got to break the curse because his dad tried to
no
stop
dang
her.
curse.
The dad tried to stop her from doing it, but she didn't stop. And that Triple H like, I got to stop. I got to stop this quick. You can't. You can't be. And the craziest thing is, if you see these older wrestlers' daughters, they are now like cosplaying and pretty much trying to wrestle. And so it's like, and even Stephanie mentioned on the episode, like, oh yeah, she's kind of interested in wrestling. And I'm like, yo, you better run fast. Tell your daughter to go the opposite way. You see these people in the locker room. You don't want to deal with this.
I will give a positive about WWE. Starting off the year on such a low note, it's only up from here, right? It's only up from here.
That is that. Oh, okay. No,
Also,
okay.
I want to give
Let me actually give a positive note. We did not do it. We did not do it, but they said that 3 hour SmackDown was the bomb. They said that they did their thing. You have Trick Williams actually debuting, and Jordan Grace is finally on the main roster. All of this was on SmackDown, so it's like, oh, okay, all right, let's put in that work.
Also, I want to give a shout out to all 9,000 of you people on social media, especially you grown men, who could identify Austin Theory by his backside. Okay, I was like, listen, I couldn't tell. I was like, ooh, he jumped over that thing. They was like, that's Austin Theory right there. I was like, how? Look at his butt compared to the picture of the other. But I'm like, y'all doing investigations on behinds now? WWE got y'all
Hilarious.
investigations. They like, you know, some of
Um,
these shows like this, they were putting up pictures side by side. They were really getting into it.
Now there is another certain channel on YouTube where they do trivia, and they did it with men's nipples, and they were guessing the wrestler based off their nipple.
I remember that. That was hilarious. That was so
If we're talking
hilarious.
about the same two people, I would just like to say I'm still petty. I ain't never giving up. Okay, foot on neck to the day I RIP in this piece. Okay, knock on wood. Hopefully, ain't no time soon. And then in the afterlife, I still might come back and haunt you. Okay.
I think I only ever got one of those right, by the way, and it's because I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy too many times, and I was like, oh, that's Batista.
It's the
I've
fact
seen
that
that man shirtless way too much.
it's the fact that I be watching grown men try to identify body parts that I can't even
It was
identify.
very funny.
I can't identify. Also, shout out to Julian. Was it Julian Hughes on TikTok who be doing the slow motion? I'm gonna send it to you, Anika. Slow motion of some of these
Oh
matches
Lord.
or when things be happening. Y'all get a little
Oh
too
hell
excited.
no!
Y'all get a little too excited wrestling.
I want to see it. I don't want to see it.
He doing
I
Twitter
don't.
too.
I'm
I don't want to
good.
see
I'm
half
like,
chubby in the middle of a fucking power bomb. I don't need to see it.
it's Sammy. It's Sammy Z. He just can't help himself. Every time he just gets in the middle of the ring, he just ah. Oh, stop it, Sammy. Stop it. And every week Sammy come out. This man got a video with a song in slow motion. And you just see Sammy just growing out of shower. He starts off. And the next thing you know, he's saluting everybody in the audience. And I'm like, this is exciting to you, ain't it? It's exciting to you. I'm glad you love wrestling. I see you love wrestling, literally. I see it.
It's hysterical. On that note, why don't you go ahead and take us out, Dolores? You want to do some housekeeping and cut the lights?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta put the new ones up because we got new
Yeah.
graphics, new songs. We coming out hard in 2026. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we got the cookout. All the episodes are caught up. I gotta put this one on tonight. Hallelujah! Thank you, Jesus. We caught it up. Okay, on all platforms. You can catch us out on social medias everywhere. Listen. I no longer have control. They robbed me. Okay. But one of them gonna answer you if you you call them out, okay? YouTube is where you find me. Ladies and gentlemen, also you can catch the podcast on all these social platforms. If you're in the podcast on YouTube right now, anytime we come on live on YouTube, put exclamation mark WWN. It'll drop your link in the channel so people can connect to each other. We want to connect to you and you want to connect to us. Come on. Let's do it in 2026. I want to see them get up to 500, 600, 700, 800 people in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Friday Night SmackDown. That's when the kids go wild. You got Anika and Sammy over there. You can't tell you what's gonna come out of their mouth. Can't tell you what they're gonna say, what they gonna do, what they gonna cook, who they gonna
We
talk about.
are angels.
Look at them two. Just look at them two, y'all. Look at them. Look at them two. That's how you know they. That's how you know they just up to no good. Look at them.
Don't
Uh,
touch false innocence.
ladies and gentlemen, and we got to change the graphic too. But I mean, it's right now. The Winner Circle, they talk about all things AEW, ladies and gentlemen. And as we know, this week, the clown of the week is WWE. Just WWE. That's why that red and yellow man over there looking like a fool in the middle.
Mm.
WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to
Well,
tell y'all what you got to say,
I
AW?
want to know how. I want to know how Jake Paul's corner is consisted of 3 black men in that fight, and they're all wearing Hulkamania gear. Please tell me
Look,
that, Anika and Dolores.
I,
How can you
Because
guys justify that?
I didn't watch the fight.
I watched the fight.
I didn't watch Jack.
I get just wait a minute. I watched the fight and I enjoyed the moment when Jake Paul got his jaw snapped into many pieces. Okay,
He sure
but
did.
he was up there taunting and stuff, and they was up there talking smack, and that's what you get. Listen, karma is a real time itch, and they taught him something right there. But listen, A.L.W, when you grow up and you watch something for so long, it's hard to deprogram your mind to do the right thing. Okay,
Yeah.
it's like for
I
instance, in historical purposes, if we want to be technical, a lot of they told us we were free, and a lot of people didn't move. Okay,
yeah. Yeah.
so they stuck in that mindset and they enjoy it.
Well, and I'll say this: when people, the gentlemen, how old were they? How old they look?
Probably in their 30s,
Yeah, they did.
30s.
Yeah, they did.
Ugh.
maybe in their mid 30s or so. I mean, I don't. Yeah.
And some people
I,
don't know about the scandals and the different. They don't care about the.
I was gonna go there. Like maybe they're old as hell and they didn't know the scandal. But 30,
I mean, they could have been
yeah.
maybe early
I
40s,
mean,
but I
and
think
let's be
mid to late
objective.
30s.
Let's be objective. The scandal started from him sticking his small, tiny, weathered up, shriveled
Oh
up
Lord.
sausage into somebody else's wife, okay? And maybe as a man, they didn't want to hear that, so they blocked all of that part out, okay?
Yes, all
Because
right.
he wasn't talking to them. He was talking. You know how some people say, he ain't talking to me, he talking to them, okay? He ain't talking to me, he talking to them. They don't realize he
Yeah.
talking to them too, but he talking to
Yeah.
them, okay?
Yeah. No.
So,
Hilarious.
Absolutely.
listen, I like to stand for my people. For those who don't know, we just got over Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa, okay? I appreciate all you all. Power to my people. Also, y'all been had power. I ain't got to tell y'all that. Ladies and gentlemen, and you know what time it is. It's time. What time is it? It's time to act the fool, y'all. Listen, like I tell y'all, I done changed it up a little bit on my channel, so I'm gonna do it over here. Okay? Just like Seth Rollins, we burned it down at the cookout. Food was good, drinks was good, Wards were good. And guess what we got to do now? We got to cut the what? Cut the what? Cut the lights out. Ladies and gentlemen, it ain't dark in here. Baby boy, baby girl, man, woman, them, they, in. Please keep your clothes on to the next episode, okay? And with that being said, we're going to tell y'all peace. And remember, this the cookout.